living fully alive in every way. You're listening to Relationship Prescriptions with Dr. Carol.
What are you thankful for? That is a very appropriate question, as this week here in the United States, it's Thanksgiving. Hi there, I'm Dr. Carol, and you're listening to Relationship Prescriptions. It is Thanksgiving, and there are some things I am abundantly grateful for this year. We have had a tough 2020. Certainly you have as well. There has just been so much stuff, so much turmoil and disruption. In a time like this, pausing to be grateful, I believe, is more important than ever. And I want to share 5 things that I am especially grateful for this year, this Thanksgiving. I think you will find that you can be grateful for some of these same things. And along the way, I'm going to share some responses, some messages that I have received from some of you, from some of our online family that have helped me be grateful for some of these very things. I am really enjoying Thanksgiving this year because it gives me, and it gives all of us, an opportunity to focus on what is good. When we have experienced, economic disruption and the COVID-19 pandemic and a very contentious presidential and election season, all that, and there's a whole lot more. We really need to choose what we pay attention to. And choosing to focus on gratitude, we know scientifically that increases your mental, emotional well-being. And if ever we needed something like that, it's now. So I am going to launch right into 5 things that I am grateful for. Number 1, I'm grateful that God has created human beings, you and me, with the ability to choose and act. We can choose where our attention goes. We can choose what to do with our time. We can choose how to invest our resources. Certainly, there are a whole slew of things that we don't have a choice about, that we don't have control over. But when we do choose and act, it makes a difference. It may not change everything about all the circumstances around us, but our actions make a difference. One friend of mine is a young lady from India who has been struggling with some very difficult challenges, and she and I communicate fairly regularly. And she recently told me this. She said, I realize today that I always tend to act as a victim. I don't take responsibility. I always want somebody to sympathize with me. But this time, I have decided to face it and get rid of it. What happened to me and my family is already in the past. I can't bring that back. But I am responsible for the present and the future. So true. God built you and I with executive authority over our minds. He built us with creativity, like He Himself is creative. The things we do make a difference. I am grateful in that light to live in a country where my choices affect much of my own future. Certainly that is different in various situations and areas around the world, but there are always things that you can choose, even if it's only your response to a situation. And the things that you choose and the things that you do make a difference. I'm grateful for that, and I hope you are too. Number 2, I am grateful for people who care. I'm grateful that there are members that work with me in our Dr. Carol Ministries, team members that work with me, that make everything we do so much better than it would be otherwise. I get encouraged by them. They are fuel to my fire. And every time I connect with one of our team members, I am lifted up. All of our team members work remotely. So we don't gather in an office. And so when we do connect either by phone or virtually or whatever, it is so special. And it lifts me up. I am grateful for people who care. I am grateful for those individuals who have chosen to support this ministry, to support Dr. Carroll Ministries with their donations. Because of you, we are able to reach a single mother who has no resources and give her help and emotional support and ideas about how to move forward. We're able to reach around the world, helping people who are stuck in various addictions, and it just warms my heart with all that. One of our regular monthly supporters, and I am so grateful for those of you who do, but one of our monthly supporters, Stephen, wrote, "You present a balanced message of God's grace and the gospel of Christ in a simple and easily understood way. Your ministry brings healing and deliverance to so many. That is why I decided to partner with you in bringing Christ's message to many who so desperately need to hear it." And I am so thankful for you. By the way, if you want to be part of those who support this ministry financially, you can do that on our website, just drcarrollministries.com, and there you can find the donation button, drcarrollministries.com, and there is a give button at the top, drcarrollministries.com/give. And if God moves on your heart, it would be an honor to have you partnering with us in bringing healing and deliverance and hope to so many. The third thing I'm grateful for is moments of beauty. Even in our troubled world, there are places to find beauty. God is still here, and where God is, there is beauty. Just a few nights ago, I had a couple ladies to my backyard, and we sat around the fire outside, socially distancing, but just to be out under my beautiful oak tree and experiencing the fire in my outdoor fireplace. What a moment of beauty. And I just let that nourish my soul. I am so grateful for those kinds of moments. And I want to encourage you, as you go through this Thanksgiving week in particular, don't ignore the small places where you can find beauty, whether that's, bird songs, or if you live up where it's already snowing, the snow, something that reminds you of God's creation. Enjoy those moments of beauty. Be grateful for them. Number 4, I am grateful for people to help. There is something that happens in your soul when you can help somebody else. I was thinking just within the last few days how impoverished my life would feel if there were no people to help. That is part of how God nourishes us, is when there are other people that we can help. There is very little that will lift your spirits more than reaching out and helping someone else. One place recently where I have been privileged to do that is connect with the students in our course, Powerful Breakthrough Prayers, an online digital course. And we have had dozens and dozens of students go through that course, and to see the kind of help they have received, that has been so encouraging, and I am so grateful for that. One husband wrote this as a result of the course. He said, "This helped me embrace that I need to pray with my legs and translate all of my thoughts into tangible actions in order to move forward. The 40-day prayer challenge continues to be a helpful resource. Thank you again for being such an important piece of my healing journey. Now, that reference to praying with your legs, Stephen Douglas, an abolitionist years ago, said, I prayed for 20 years and I received no answer until I prayed with my legs. The idea that God invites us to cooperate with Him in addressing all the challenges and problems that we face. And one of the things that I help our students in this online course learn is what that looks like, what it means to cooperate with God in receiving the answer to your prayers. Part of how we do that is with a 40-day email prayer challenge to make it very, very practical with tangible actions, small actions to take every day. Another lady who had been in our course wrote, my aha moment was when I realized that my relationship with God does not entail a checklist as if it's part of something just to do. It's an intimate love relationship with the Lord that should be engaging all through your day, no matter what is happening. I have lived too many years in a religious, self-righteous way, but God has changed this and helped me see, hear, and understand. Oh, that just nourishes my soul. And one other of our students told me, I realized that I was a Martha on the inside. It was always noisy in my soul. Now, as a result of going through this course, I am more often just being with Jesus. Jesus is expanding on the inside of me. Oh, what greater joy to see Jesus expand on the inside of someone. Now, if you would like to be part of that course, powerfulbreakthroughprayers.com. I've shared with you just a couple of the testimonies, powerfulbreakthroughprayers.com. I am grateful that God brings people into my life who I can help, who something that God has put in me is able to help them. I also want to assure you that God has a purpose for you too in helping somebody else. Wherever you are in life, there is something you have that somebody else needs. Be grateful that there is somebody else who needs something that God has put in you. To have that sense of fulfillment that somebody else can be helped by your investment, by your involvement, that is a beautiful thing. Be grateful for that. And then number 5, the 5th thing I'm grateful for is that I know who is in charge. We do know the end of the story, especially when things in our world are so in turmoil. It helps to remember that nothing going on is a surprise to God. He is not feeling anxious about anything. The election season, for example, didn't raise his blood pressure one bit. He knows the future. He knows everything that's coming. This COVID-19 pandemic has not raised God's blood pressure. He hasn't lost any sleep over it. It does remind me of that scripture in Isaiah, the one who keeps Israel does not slumber or sleep. We don't need to lose sleep because God never does. I am grateful that regardless of the troubles and the stuff we go through, we know the end of the story. The end of the story is Jesus wins. We can be absolutely certain of that reality. That is more sure than that the sun will rise tomorrow. There is absolutely no question that God is in charge. Now, sometimes we don't see that in the little things that happen moment to moment, but that's okay. We can be assured that God has the bigger perspective and nothing is a surprise to him. We can rest in that. What better thing to be grateful for this Thanksgiving season? Well, that is my list of 5 things to be grateful for. I pray that that has stimulated some thoughts in your mind, some things that you might be able to be grateful for as well. And to remind you of a couple resources I've mentioned through this course, powerfulbreakthroughprayers.com, that online digital course. I would love to have you come and join us there. And if you would like to partner with Dr. Carol Ministries in making a donation, drcarolministries.com/give. I am thankful for you. This Thanksgiving season, I am thankful for you, for being part of our podcast family. I would love to hear from you at any time. You can use the Contact Us page to send me a message, ask a question, even make a comment about something you'd like to hear on an upcoming episode. I pray for you regularly, and may God bless you this Thanksgiving season.
Thank you for listening to Relationship Prescriptions with Dr. Carol. Our purpose is to provide trustworthy resources that help you and others live fully alive in every way as God intended. If you would like to help others experience transformation in their lives and relationships, we invite you to partner with us. Text the word GIVE, that's GIVE, to the number 512-980-1620. Or visit our website at drcarolministries.com/donate to make a one-time contribution or monthly gift. Your financial support allows us to expand our message and to help others. Thank you so much, and may God bless you.